Okay, welcome everyone to round 8 of Premier League. We're down in the club's bistro area this morning. We've just been sampling the new breakfast menu that's just been released. Ben, what did you think?
Not bad at all. Yeah. You know, nice bit of big brekkie for myself, just to keep the guns going for me. Yeah. But it looks pretty good. It's pretty popular from what I've heard. So
going off like a treat. Yeah. The blueberry pancakes for me with the vanilla bean ice cream and maple syrup just got me off to the perfect start this morning. So if you're out and about early, some of our golfers, head on down. You'll like what you see, or definitely your taste.
Definitely improve the golf, I recommend. Getting here before you get out for a round would be a great addition to your round, I think.
Especially some of Steve Morgan's teams. I think a nice big greasy bacon egg roll.
I think half of his team don't need any more breakfast, so I think they'll be right. But they should come and try it anyway. So. But let's get into round 8. See how we went. We're getting to the one round to go, and final's only around the corner. Pretty low scoring round this week. Not many good scores in there, as we'll see when we go through. But started off 19th hole Hackers. Finally had a good win. Yeah, 140 defeated the Turtles 113.
Young Nath Richards, one of the form players of the club this season, 37.
You know your team's going bad when Ray Warren's in the top 4. You know they haven't got much depth there. But he's had 37.
That's pretty good for him.
Yeah, I think it's the first time he's been in the top 4 this year. Might even be the first time he's played, but he's there.
Turtles, Kangaroo Man Al Guy with 31. That's you're in trouble when your best is 31.
He's probably, again, the only one that probably played. I don't know if they had many on the park, really, because that was about the only one worth mentioning. So, pretty disappointing there. And probably definitely stopped their run for the finals, I think, there. So, next one, mixed bag. Had a good win, 125 against the lower, the one holding up the rest of the ladder, the Witches and Warlocks. So, good to see Captain Steve Morgan finally
hanging in there, aren't they? They're going to give it their all to try and make the finals. So they did a good win and they delivered.
As Morg said to you when he was in here, he said things need to go the right way, and they're slowly going the right way. They have a win in this final round, and another team has a loss, well they could be well and truly in the top 4.
And did it without their star Goffey playing very well. So
yeah, 30, pretty ordinary for Goffey. He might hamper his Brownlow efforts there. So
no points this week.
No, and Udo, the only one really worth mentioning for the Witches and Warlock with 36, and he's been pretty consistent throughout the year, so it's been good for him. That's about it, really.
Next match, Reluctant Heroes versus Cinderella Boys, and Steve Jones is
Brownlow favourite, I reckon, now, Steve Jones. Yeah. He's been pretty consistent over the last few weeks, ever since losing that ball on the putting green, which we're looking at now out in front of us. So I just don't know how you can do it, but anyway, he's done it. 38. Dave Pearson.
Good score off a low mark, and Dave Pearson as well. Actually, quite a few of the better players played well this week.
Cinderella Boys, Dion Roberts, usually the Barbie Cup winner. He's stepped up and had 36 points and led him to a loss, but he's out in front anyway.
Pretty solid.
Yep.
Didn't have enough help, unfortunately.
No. Sean Slattery, 34, the same. Good score, but no one else there. Only Gav holding up the team apparently with the Barbie Cup this week.
Gav walked into the pro shop and had his Barbie Cup already lined up with a drink and $1 change by Dion Roberts. He was kind enough to pre-buy him the Barbie Cup.
Yeah.
Must have already known he was going pretty bad out there. So
it's a couple of weeks in a row, or a couple of weeks out of 3 he's had it anyway. So
there's a bit of infighting in that team. They're a bit. Gav thinks he's a bit unlucky because there's a lot of guys who haven't been on the park. We should get it before him, so I probably agree with him a bit.
Yeah, it's probably fair enough. I know Luke's been on holidays and that, so I think he should have taken it on holidays with him. But anyway, we'll let them sort that out.
That's right.
Next one, the last match of the round, was the Fockers defeated the Granddads. Pretty big win, 144 against 121. Craig, the Silk Healy, 39 points, back up his 38 last week. Pretty good effort.
He's going pretty well.
He is, yeah, coming in the right time of year. Jonty, 36, and the Shane Woden, Captain Pete Durant, 36. Pretty good scoring there for those guys. For the Granddads, Terry Jeffries, 34, and Jim Wagstaff, 31.
Just not enough.
No.
Not enough contributors. They've got a few away and a couple of sick, so feel for them a bit. But their season might be done.
It could be. The old fellas just can't handle the long season, so they're starting to go the wrong way, I think, backwards. So, and the Party Boys finished off with a good boost percentage boost there with the 144 against the bye, which is a great little percentage booster for them.
Coming good at the right time of year.
They are, yeah, unfortunately, considering the ordered bags again for the Premiers, thinking they weren't even going to be in the top 4, but they've snuck up there and sitting in second position and probably will stay there for the finals. So
Come through a rebate.
yeah, that's it. They'll sort them out. Yeah, ladder, as we said, Reluctant Heroes out in front by a game and probably stay there with the Party Boys just behind them there on a game behind them. But yeah, could easily take top spot, but it doesn't really matter. They'll finish 1 and 2. That won't change. Then it starts to get a bit interesting. The Fockers and the Cinderella Boys are 3rd and 4th. They play each other this week and really have an impact on what happens for the other crew. So Mixed Bag need to win. They win, Cinderella Boys lose. All of a sudden they're in the top 4.
Make it. So you did predict it on the show a few weeks ago, Morgs, that if things fell their way, they could still make it. Well, he's spot on.
He's getting his wish. They're starting to go the right way. But and then we start to get a bit technical, and the Granddads still got a little chance if they have a big percentage boost against the bye. And the Cinderella Boys still lose, they can sneak in with Mixed Bag losing. But I think that's getting a bit technical for us, and I'm lost already. So we'll just wait and see what the results come up this weekend.
Next Saturday night about 6 o'clock. Check the website.
We will. Yeah, we'll get on there.
Reveal.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's open to anything at the minute. So anything can happen.
Now, villain of the week.
Villain of the week. I had a bloke come in Saturday afternoon. He tried to just sneak into the shop nice and quietly and handed me this club that was in 2 and said, "You're not allowed to use this on Premier League." And it didn't happen during the Premier League season. And I said, "Judo Kerber, bad luck, I'm using it." He goes, yeah, I'm sure you will too. So I've got it. You're the villain of the week. And what made this worse was Paula walked in 2 minutes later and said, not only has he broken a club, he's broken my club. So, mate, you've broken a few clubs over the last couple of seasons, but that's the first time you've broken someone else's, so you're definitely the villain of the week. Villain of the week was trying to sneak it in without anyone around. So
I've got a bit more empathy for Paula now. She's got a couple of young boys at home. She's got to get sorted out, and then now she's got this other big kid she's got to take care of every week.
And as we said, no wonder she can't score. She's got a couple of clubs left in her bag because Udo's taking him out and snapping him over his knee or doing whatever he's doing. So she's trying to play with half a set and she's got no chance. So no wonder Udo's out doing 36 points each week and all that. He's probably got about 20 clubs in his bag. So, bit of a new segment this week. Not the hero of the week, we've changed to the snag of the week. So what do you got there for us, Steve?
Well, during the week I got my first friend request on Facebook
after 5 years.
Kirk Ardley decides he might friend request me, so I'm pretty excited about this. And anyway, the very first post I see from Kirk, he's been on there painting his toenails with his daughter. Now, Kirk, I know you've got to do the family thing, but you've just left yourself wide open for your teammates here and us.
Probably taken a little bit too far, haven't you?
Especially putting it in the public domain. I mean, next you'll get on the first tee in a pair of fishnets and high heels.
There's still a bit of a debate out there. We're not sure who instigated the painting of the nails. We're not sure if it was you, Kirk, or your daughter, but anyway, we'll find that out.
It's our new sensitive new age guy.
And
nice work, Kirk.
Yeah, he's definitely won that by far. So we've got, as we just mentioned previous, Sook of the Week, back to back. Snags.
Sorry. First of all, came in the shop wanting to claim and find out how he could get back to back. Well, he didn't have to try very hard because Rob Kilgour, his teammate he plays with every week, they've got a standing rule: if you win the Super Pin, it gets shared between your 4 teammates or 3 teammates. Now, they're all sitting at the bar every Saturday night, lined up waiting. Snags has won it. We know you've got pretty deep pockets, big fat wallet that you don't get out too often, but Snags
still hasn't pulled it out.
Hasn't delivered. And well, I guess not him sooking, but his 3 teammates there filthy on him. They sook every week to be at it. So
they're still sitting at the bar from last Saturday waiting for it to turn up.
Come on, Snags. Open that wallet, mate.
Stop being that Collingwood supporter, that true Collingwood supporter. Get your hands out and put it on the bar, mate. Not a team player. Not a team player. But anyway, that's good to see. 2 weeks in a row.
Absolutely.
So we go in the last round. I've touched on a few of these matches, but a pretty important one here. Turtles versus Mixed Bag. Mixed Bag have to win it. Otherwise their season's done.
I think mixed bag, you get it done.
Definitely,
Turtles,
yeah, Turtles are struggling to get them all on the park really lately.
new team in and just haven't quite grasped it yet.
No, not quite.
19th hole Hackers versus Reluctant Heroes.
Yeah, a bit of a non-match really, doesn't matter. Reluctant Heroes should have a good win just for confidence booster going into the finals. Witches and Morlocks versus Party Boys, again, another non-match, won't change anything. It's just again Party Boys trying to get some more confidence going into the finals. And the last match, Cinderella Boys and the Fockers, the one that can really sway what happens. So that'll be a good one. I'm going to go to the Fockers. I reckon they're up and about.
They've still got a bit of revenge to carry out from last season.
Definitely. As Pete Durant, Shane Woden, we're going to play in the morning this week. So he's got to head off to Melbourne. So it just shows you the commitment he's got for the event and for what he needs to get the team over the line. So he might get sook of the week because he's sooking about how cold it's going to be, and it hasn't even happened yet. So, but he's doing the right thing. He'll be out there. So that's all I'm going to go with the Fockers. And the Granddads have the bye, so they just need to have a good score to give themselves a slight chance to sneak in the four. Now, can you enlighten us on this stupid hat you're wearing, sir, before we finish up?
This is something I used to wear back in my heyday when I first started golf. But the real idea behind it is we have a trivia night coming up on Saturday the 19th, which is the Saturday night of the third round of British Open at 7 o'clock.
I think you mucked up the date again, haven't you? We had a few takes of this video yesterday, and I think you got the date wrong every single time. So I'll just double check that while you keep explaining. But anyway, so the reason was Saturday the 18th, folks.
The reason behind the hat is we have a trivia night coming up Saturday the 18th.
Yeah, good.
Right, 4 times.
Yeah.
7 o'clock. Richard and I will be running it. We might invite Ben along, although it's probably past his bedtime. So, the 8 rounds of trivia. We're going to have our snag golf equipment up there, which we can use indoors. We have nearest the pin competition. We have some putting comp as well. It'll be trivia related to the club, golf in general, and just a bit of general knowledge. 2-course meal prepared by our executive chef, Paul Cohen, $44. And we'll have the British Open running live, obviously in the background, and then after the trivia night's finished, we should be able to all sit around, have a few drinks, and watch the golf for a couple of hours. So it should
Sounds like a good night, fun night.
Something different. Should be a great night. Get your teams together. Even your Premier League teams would be a good starting point.
Might be a good chance for the Witches and Warlocks to win something.
Exactly. All right to play, but they might be the smartest team we've got.
They might have to leave a couple of them at home maybe, but yeah, they might have to get a couple of rings, but I'm sure they can.
It'd be nice to see Cole and his team together, because there's been a bit of infighting there, I think, across the season.
Yeah, I think he's fled. He can't handle the scrutiny that he's been under. He's gone, he's left the country, but anyway. But yeah, no, it'll be a great fun night, great food. If it's to go by the breakfast we've had this morning, it'll be a great night.
Blueberry pancakes.
Yeah,
get on it.
Big breakfast, get on that. So. Thank you everyone. Any information on the trivia night, come into the shop, see us in there.
Yep. Tickets are available at the Pro Shop and through the Pro Shop, so you can see us when you come into golf. Pick up your tickets and book them at the desk.
Sounds good, and we'll see you next week, start of the finals.
That's it.
Thank you.